Okay, team. So we are live on KBM page, KBM consultant page, and I am here with Sufyan Ali, who is our branch manager, Lahore office, and the great person from University West, Thomas, who is the representative, the University West right now for coming intake, which is August 2021 intake. And we have a huge audience right now on our page who are going to watch us. And yes, student, you can share all your questions relevant to the admission criteria regarding Sweden, regarding the admission process and the program which university is going to share. There are few new programs which are university are going to be introduced for coming intake, and there are lots more opportunity for the students. So over to you, Thomas, regarding the admission process and everything.
Yes, thank you so much and welcome to this presentation about Sweden, University West and the city of Trollhättan, where the university is. And as Nasia said, you are so welcome to contact them if you have questions regarding admission and everything after this session. I will also be here. But they are our partner in Pakistan, so you can go through them. I have a presentation I will show for you, and so just start it up. We have it. Hope you can see it now. And first, a bit about Sweden, because it's important for us and for you to hear a bit about Sweden and the way of studies in Sweden. As you might know, Sweden is up in Northern Europe. We are neighboring Norway and Finland, and then Denmark as well. We are a quite tall country, so it's from the south to the north. It's a really long way. And I will talk a bit about the cold weather in Sweden, that it's not so cold, only in the north of Sweden. In Sweden, everybody speaks Swedish. That is the official language. But we have English as an unofficial language. So almost everybody speaks English, even the old lady in the street. And that is a good thing, because then you feel more welcome, I would say. Sweden is famous for this creativity, entrepreneurship. And the result of that is many Swedish famous brands. Many famous companies come from Sweden, started up as small startups, and now they are really international companies. You might have heard of these companies: Volvo, IKEA. We don't use Skype now, but Skype is a Swedish invention. You have H&M, SKF, and further on. The other thing that we would like to say, it's a really good thing, and that is especially connected to the education as well, that it is really informal. Everything at the university is informal. We have an open door policy at this university, so you can go to the professor and you don't say Herr Professor, you can talk to the professor by first name as well. So that's a good thing, I think, because then you can be a bit more familiar. It's easier to ask questions and so on. The other thing that we say, it's the independence. It's the difference between studying in a Nordic country, besides studying in the rest of the world, is that we have tried to give the students to have mandate over their time. So it's a lot of group works. It's not lectures the whole day. Maybe we have lectures in a normal course. It's maybe lectures 3 days a week, around 2 to 4 hours per lecture. The rest of the time, it's a lot of group works, independent work, where students shall work together and be critical. And that can be hard in the beginning, but we know for sure that students like it a lot. And as well as that is the influence. We would like students to have influence, that they shall be together with the professors and the rest of the university to work together, and we listen a lot to the students. So student unions in Sweden are a really common thing where students, the organizations, do a lot of good things for the new students, but they are also in all management boards. So in the highest of the university management, we have a student representative, and we're really listening to the students. Then it's an equal society, as you might know. We say it's really clean, safe. Of course, we have criminality in bigger cities and so on, but we say it is a safe country to be in, and really organized. You will know that Swedish people like to stand in lines, especially when they go out shopping, in restaurants and so on. So you shall never pass the line. So Sweden is really organized and cold, as I said, but it's not so cold. You saw Sweden; it's a really long country from south to north. Northern Sweden is really cold. In southern Sweden, where we are located, we have snow almost 3-4 weeks a year. Otherwise, it's about 1 to 5 degrees during winter time, and summer it's around 20-25 degrees. We think that's really warm. I know in some parts of Pakistan that might be told that it's cold, but you will see next summer. Trollhättan, it's our city where the University West is. It's hard word to say. When you start up next year, I will listen to you if you can say Trollhättan. We will hear when Nasja say Trollhättan later on today. We have these typical words with an A with 2 dots over. It's called Ä. So Trollhättan. We are a city with 60,000 inhabitants. It's located 35 minutes train journey from Sweden's second largest city, Gothenburg. And Gothenburg is the big industrial hub of Sweden. So all these big manufacturing companies have their seats in Gothenburg. Volvo, for an example, they have their headquarters in Gothenburg. So it's only 35 minutes from Gothenburg. Trollhättan is a really beautiful city, really close to nature, and everything is so close by. I'll show you some pictures about it as well. As I said about the big industrial hub in Gothenburg, since Trollhättan is really close to Gothenburg, of course, we have big companies, high-tech companies in the city of Trollhättan. For an example, we have GKN Aerospace. It's a really big company that's making aeroplane parts. And Nevs, that was previously the home of the Saab factory. And Saab was a car that was made in Sweden. Then when they closed down, a Chinese company started up their electrical vehicle manufacturing in that company. And these two companies, Nevs and GKN, they have really tight collaboration with the University West. So most of our students in our 2-year master programs, they do internships and they do their theses in these companies. And that's a good thing, because then practice combined by education. And as I said about GKN, 90% of the world's aeroplanes contains parts manufactured in Trollhättan. So GKN is a big, big company. Here is in the middle of the city, beautiful. It's a river channel that goes from east of Sweden to west of Sweden and goes out in the ocean with Gothenburg, and it passes Trollhättan in the middle of our city. And here is also a couple of pictures from the city, just so you can see that it's so close by the nature. And this is in the middle of the city. Here is the shopping street. It's a bit smaller shopping street, but it's a shopping street in the middle of the city. And then we have these nice surroundings with waterfalls just around us. And here also as well, 10-15 minutes walk outside the city. University of Western. We are founded 1990, 625 employees. It says 15,000 students, but we are not so big. We are a small university. 15,000 students sounds a bit big, but many of these students, they are distance students. So at campus, we might have around 6,000 students, I would say. 6,000 full-time students at campus. Close to 60 professors, and we also have doctoral degree students. What we do and what we are famous for in Sweden, that is the work integrated learning. That is the profile of the university. In everything we do, in all programs, the work integrated learning shall be there. And that is that it shall be, what can I say? That we would like to have the combination of education and the practice with the companies in the region, with guest lectures and everything. We are even commissioned by the government to develop more with the work integrated learning. And we have started up the research environment as well in work integrated learning. So that shall be in everything we do. And it's a good thing because that really means as well that we try to connect even more to the companies. We are really small scale. As I told you, in education in Sweden, it's the informal thing and that you shall be involved. But since we are a small university, it becomes even more informal. So you practically know all of the staff and your fellow students as well. And it's really informal communication. We are a downtown campus. It takes 7 minutes to walk to the central station. And it takes 5 minutes to walk to the shopping street in the city center. And then we have another small campus outside the city. It takes 15 minutes to walk to, where we have all master education for our engineering school. I will show you a picture about that. We have a service center where you can get all the help you need. And we have a nice small library and really modern lecture and study rooms. Now, for an example, we could say that in all our lecture rooms, since the situation about Corona have been, we have now started up education at campus, but all our international students that can be late, they can follow the education and the lectures live through their computers back home. So it's totally fully equipped with the latest technology. Here is the production technology center that I talked about. That is one of Sweden's newest and largest labs. We have with welding, thermal spray, additive manufacturing, that is like 3D printing, machining and robotics. So all our master students in our engineering programs, they stay there. And they do everything there. They have their study rooms and they have the lab as well, where they're out with here for an example, it's a robot. So ABB, it's a famous company. They do research there together with our students. So once again, it connects with the business life and the companies in the region. Just an example from alumni that got a really good jobs in China. This is Meng Qingqi. She got a job in NEVS, the company previous Saab that I talked about. And she graduated 3 years ago. And this year she was the employee of the year at NEVS. So that's we are so proud of. And then we can take a bit about our programs. We can talk more about them later. I will not go in detail. I will just mention the programs that we have, and you can ask questions and then also connect with KBM about them. We have two bachelor programs. We have one international program in politics and economics, a 3-year program. And then we will start up a new program in engineering, in international mechanical engineering. It's not many Swedish universities that have engineering bachelor programs, but we will start up this one in spring 2022. Then we have master programs. Here is at the business school. We have a program in finance, a 1-year program, international business, also a 1-year program, and IT and management, a 1-year program. Then we have one in work integrated political studies, a 2-year program, and that is developed together with a university in Cape Town, South Africa. So it's a really international program. Then our engineering programs, we have manufacturing engineering and robotics and automation. There you can choose 1 or 2-year program. So and then we start up this new program now in electrical vehicle engineering. And that is really close collaboration with Volvo, the big car company, and with NEVS. So that is really connected with the car industry. And then we start up a new one as well, additive manufacturing engineering, a 2-year program. And all of these programs, they are at this production technology center. The education is taking part. Admission, I will not go through so much, but we look at the previous education. Regarding English, it is Nasia can answer more about how it is about from students from Pakistan. Then we look at letter of motivation as well. And application, it starts up in mid-October until January 15, but then we are open as well during February, March as well. And we have the fees we have is for bachelor programs, it's around 9,500 to 10,000 euro per year for bachelor, and master 11 to 12,500 euro per year. The cheaper part is for business programs, and the more expensive part is for the engineering programs. Then all universities in Sweden have an application fee of around 85 euro. Then we have our scholarships, around 40 scholarships that gives you 25% waiver for our campus programs. So you can get 25%. And then we look at how good you were in previous studies and then your letter of motivation as well. Cost of living in Sweden, it's approximately 700 to 800 euro per month, including accommodation, food, books, and everything. What we give you for service, you get your free health and accident insurance. We give you your accommodation, you need to pay for it, but we arrange it for you. And within 2 years from now, we will also have our own accommodation at the campus in the middle of the city. So it will be beautiful. Free membership in the student union. And the student union, as I told you about, they do a lot of good things for you in your social life and also during the studies. And you can also be engaged in the student union. We pick you up at the airport when you arrive and give you a really good introduction. Then we have guidance, of course, with career counseling, good IT, Wi-Fi in Sweden. It's really well developed and a good academic support. When you're in Sweden, it is possible to work while you study, but it can be hard to find a job because when you come, as I told you, everybody in Sweden speaks English, almost everybody. But when it comes to get a job, then it's always good to know a bit Swedish. It's much easier to get a job. After Completing your studies, you're allowed to stay 1 year now in Sweden to search for a job. So after graduation, you can stay a whole year and try to find a job. And that was changed just 6 months ago, I think. So that's a really good thing. And now we shall be even more, as I told you, informal and talk about what you would like to know. And we will answer your questions if you have, and I hope you have.
Hi, Thomas.
Thank you very much for the presentation. But I think Sufyan has lots of student and he has lots of inquiry for you right now. So, Sufyan, over to you.
Hi, Thomas. How are you?
I'm so good. And you?
Yeah, we are also fine. Can you please tell us about the accommodation opportunity in University of West? Is you people provide the every students accommodation, dorm room accommodations?
Yes. Now, most it's apartments. We don't have so many dorms. We have apartments, and in one of the accommodation you can have your own room, and in other we have bigger rooms where you share with other students, 2 to 3 other students. But within 2.5 years now at campus, we will have dorms as well at in the middle of the city. This year we just started up a new accommodation around the train station, so it's really top modern. The newspaper last week did a really good article about it because they were so surprised about how good accommodation it is.
Okay.
And
So
we
my
provide it for all students that apply for accommodation.
okay. So one of the famous question of Pakistani student is eligibility criteria of the scholarship of University of West.
Yes, that is, we really look into, of course, the previous studies.
Okay.
So it shall be a bachelor degree in right field. For bachelor programs, you need to have, we look at the GPA from high school, what students have. And then that is, so it is kind of easy. If you have a normal GPA, finish your studies, then you will be admitted, I could say, if you're in the right field of previous studies.
Okay. So I think
And
one
for
more question.
scholarship, we look at first,
Okay,
yeah,
continue.
yeah. Yeah, and for scholarship, it is then you need a bit better GPA, of course, and then we look into the letter of motivation and the CV as well, what you have done before and why you would like to study at University West in that specific program, and then it's really good chances to get a scholarship.
Okay. So one more question is my final question is this: is English study diploma program is still open for next intake?
Uh, Excuse me, tell me one more time.
Okay, English diploma program is still open for August 2021 intake or not?
No,
No. Okay.
we don't offer English courses anymore. And students from Pakistan, they don't need it. So not so many of them. Not,
Okay. So one more question is robotic course AI and any other course like computer system, IT network system, like IT courses only robotic courses you offer people?
yeah, regarding IT, it's the IT management that's more connected to the business school, and then well, yeah, the robotics. Yeah, in IT matters. Yeah, we don't have a pure informatics program.
Okay. Thank you, Thomas, for your time and very much interesting presentation. So nice of you. Thanks a lot for us.
Thomas, I have one small question for you as you have introduced a very good program
Yes.
regarding the electrical engineering, and I am very much interested for that program. as we have lots of engineer right now in Pakistan, and they want to go for the study abroad. So you have said that there are this manufacturing and electrical program. So what are the opportunity like universities providing to that student to get the practical education in Sweden?
Yeah, for the School of Engineering, they are really practical, and especially the 2 year programs. And in manufacturing engineering, for an example, they try to arrange paid internships during summer. And for all engineering programs, the good students, they try to hire them as teaching assistants. So it's really good opportunities to get extra job and also to get this practical experience at companies.
All right. Okay. One more thing which I really want to reconfirm from you as you are in Sweden right now, that students who are traveling from Pakistan for 120 credit hours, they have different rights and opportunity as compared to the students who are coming for 60 credit hours. So, there are any changes in it regarding like the working hours or the P number?
Yeah, we hope first of all that we will have more 2 year programs in at the business school. But regarding Sweden in general, with students without personal number, it's a bit harder, but still, of course, you can manage. I know it's more hard, of course, but
All right. All right.
yeah.
One more thing, like regarding the career counseling and the career fairs, which universities are usually providing to the new enrolled students. So, what universities are providing to the students who are coming from different region, and how the career counseling help them to decide their next semesters and the future?
I didn't get you. It was. Can you please say the last?
Okay, I was just saying that universities are usually providing a career counseling or a career fair facilities within university where the
Yeah.
different companies are coming. So, what type of activities University West are doing every year?
Yeah, we and I just yesterday I sat with the dean of our School of Engineering and then his colleague, and then we just discussed these things. And I really emphasize that we need to be better in career counseling and in external relations counseling. So I hopefully within until next year we have started up a project to start up an office for career counseling and also to give even better induction for students that are coming to Sweden. So that I really hope we will be so good at within 1 year now.
Alright, alright. So, last thing, which is not regarding the coming intake, but for this intake right now, you have lots of students from different region, especially from like Pakistan and India, from everywhere. So, how's the situation right now in university, and everything is becoming normal over there?
Yeah, more and more normal. But in Sweden have never been closed down, so everything is open. Universities was closed, not closed, but we had all education digital for the spring semester. Now we have said that all new education for all new students shall start at campus. But of course, students that are late with visas, UT card, and everything, they can start up on distance and then come at campus later this fall. And hopefully, it's a vaccine coming now, so then I hope for next year, for sure.
No, we are very
Yeah, for sure. Then you will come to Pakistan and directly meet our
Yes,
students when pandemic is
yes,
over.
definitely. I will come and to that I will definitely.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Thomas, for this important and informative session to all our students and audience who are watching us right now. And I know like they have lots of questions, and you can contact our both the office in Lahore and Karachi, and Thomas are here with us. So definitely you can send your inquiry to our counselor in Karachi and Lahore. And if anything regarding the documentations and everything, you can contact us as the application is going to be open in October. And I think this is right time to take the decision regarding which
Yes.
program you're applying.
Yes, that is so good. And you are so welcome to contact us. And KBM have all info. So please contact them and they guide you. And I will help out as well. So
Thank you very much, Thomas. Thank you for the session. Thank you,
thank
audience.
you. Thank you.
Okay.